When the mother opened the birthday gift the daughter had given her, the girl was shocked to find that the carefully prepared Buddha statue had turned into her father's corpse. But she had clearly given her mother a Buddha statue, and just moments ago, her father had been in the banquet hall, drinking toasts. How could he have turned into a corpse and been packed into the gift box? The younger sister, witnessing this, immediately assumed that her older sister was the murderer, because her father's death matched exactly the scene in a comic her sister had drawn, and even the security footage showed the girl's face. The mother also believed her daughter was the killer. The police quickly arrived and arrested the girl, with all the evidence pointing to her. The judge didn't hesitate and sentenced her to death. The girl died without ever understanding how the Buddha statue she gave her mother had turned into her father's body. She swore that if she could start over, she would find the real killer. Fortunately, the heavens didn't want her to die unjustly. The next moment, time rewound, and the girl was reborn back to the day of her mother's birthday. The first thing she did was check if her father was still alive, because in this family, only her father truly loved her. When she saw her father safe and sound in the banquet hall, the girl breathed a sigh of relief. She remembered that in her past life, her mother opened the gift at 10 o'clock, and now it was only 9. That meant her father would be murdered in 1 hour. She decided to use this hour to uncover the truth. As she prepared to return to her room and check the gift, her younger sister, along with her friend, stopped her. It turned out the friend was a fan of the girl and wanted to see the new comic she had drawn. The girl was a comic artist specializing in suspenseful, mind-bending stories. This reminded the girl of her past life, when her younger sister had brought people to her, asking to see her new comic, and because she was unprepared, she showed them the freshly designed comic draft. But not long after, the methods in the comic were used in the murder of her father. This made the girl realize immediately that her younger sister was the one most likely to frame her, so she refused, citing that the comic wasn't finished yet, and quickly went back to tear up the draft and burn it to ashes. But destroying the comic wasn't enough. The most important thing was preparing the gift for her mother. When she opened the gift box and saw the Buddha statue was still inside, she finally felt relieved. To be safe, the girl installed a sensor in the gift box, linked to her phone, so that when the box was opened, she would get a notification. Next, the girl's mission was to save her father's life. As long as her father was alive, she could escape the fate of her past life. So, she rushed to the banquet hall to find her father, and planned to tell him the truth. But before she could speak, her mother interrupted her, saying the guests were waiting for her father and sent him away. The girl realized that her father might have been killed around this time in her past life, so she decided to follow her father. When her mother and brother saw this, they immediately became dissatisfied with her, thinking she was being unreasonable and ungrateful. Fortunately, her father stood by her side, and not only allowed her to follow him, but also introduced some friends to her. As the time neared 10 o'clock, the gift box still hadn't been opened, and her father was still unharmed. With just 5 minutes left, the girl felt that this time, the killer would no longer have a chance to frame her. However, at that moment, her father suddenly said he needed to go to the restroom. The girl immediately offered to accompany him, but was once again stopped by her mother. Her mother scolded her for being ridiculous. The girl realized something wasn't right, so she quickly called the butler and had him accompany her